14 News.
Thank you for joining us once more. Our news bulletin begins now. And now, today's latest news. President Zapatero mobilized today the amount of 20 million euros to create more public employment for the Spanish citizens that are unemployed. The government is highly concerned about this matter because economical crisis is affecting most areas of the population. In his speech this morning, President Zapatero also states that he is mobilizing another 6 million euros for ecological support. On the other hand, the PP leader, Rajoy, criticizes the president and states that such leeway is not appropriate under the present circumstances, and he also says that this will carry grave consequences for Spain.
Do you want to learn Spanish with a revolutionary method? You will speak Spanish in only a month. Our personal lessons with native teachers will permit you to learn faster.
Thanks to Jose Luis Academy, people don't laugh at me anymore when I speak Spanish. Gracias.
Jose Luis Academy, your best academy.
If you're studying for your exams and you feel stressed and tired, all you need is Supradin. Supradin is the ultimate vitamin complex that will keep you up till late without getting exhausted. Thank you. And now, the international news. British researchers have demonstrated that intelligent men produce better quality sperm.
This research suggests that our ancestor intelligence and sperm quality were linked, so clever men were more likely to reproduce. It is thought that the genes that are linked to intelligence also have a role to play in sperm quality, even if the effect is small. But experts said that if couples are having problems conceiving, it does not mean the man is not intelligent, or that training your brain will improve your chances of becoming a father.
Riots broke out across Greece on Sunday following violent protests at the fatal police shooting of a teenager in the country's capital of Athens on Saturday.
Alexander Grigoropoulos died on Saturday night after the shooting in the Athens Exarchia Street, a regular thing of violent clashes between police and the leftist groups. The Greek police said that the two officers involved in Saturday's shooting claimed they were attacked by a group of young people. One officer responded by throwing a stun grenade and the other by firing 3 shots. At least one of the shots hit the 16-year-old boy in the chest. The unrest and the violent demonstration have been the normal scene during these 4 days. Protesters attacked government buildings, shops, police and the media. Moreover, young people threw petrol bombs and burned cars. 13 people have been injured during these 4 days.
Crisis affects sales. The economic crisis is affecting sales. Sellers are noting the decrease in the sale. Even with the sales, they are not having the same incomes and the products are restoring. Tia is going to tell us more about the situation.
Hi, here I am in one of the biggest shopping centers of the city. We have spent all day indoors checking how people were shopping, and we now finally at the conclusion that economic crisis is affecting sales. People do not waste so much money and they use credit cards to pay their purchases. However, sales started before the three wise men's days in order to sell more. But this strategy do not function in the expected way. People do not have sufficient cash, and despite of the biggest discount, especially in great firms, the wage is being quite low.
Spanish motorists concentrated last night in the streets of 29 cities of Spain in order to complain about the dangers they are exposed to when they travel.
They protest about the signposting and the high mortality on the road. They reivindicate more security and better information for future motorists. Last year there were a lot of mortal accidents on the road. More than 500 motorists lost their lives in 2007, and the great majority of the accidents caused serious injuries.
And now, sports. Hi, Lucia. Hi. What do you have to tell us about sports today? Interesting things, Sara. Real Madrid being in Juan de Ramos after losing passes with Ben Schuster. Real Madrid have sacked their coach, Ben Schuster.
Juan de Ramos has taken over at the Santiago Bernabéu a pre-contract agreement with Atlético de Madrid. Ramos has been appointed until the end of the season. His precarious position and his bad comments obliged Predrag Mijatovic to dismiss him. His last comment about the match between Real Madrid and Barcelona, in which he assured that Madrid was going to lose, was decisive in order to decide his dismissal.
Tennis star Roger Federer cuts back clay court schedule for 2009. Roger Federer will play only 2 clay court tournaments in 2009 before the French Open, the only Grand Slam tournament he has never won. In this year, the Swiss star had a thorough 2008 season marred by illness and a back injury, so he is not going to overplay next year. He is just going to try to make sure that he picks for the tournaments that mean the most to him. London 2012 unveils Olympic Games and Paralympic Games for the next generation. Let's go to London.
London 2012 unveils the Olympic and Paralympic Games for the next generation. Although the weather is not so good, we are here in London in order to detail the plans for the new generation of Olympic and Paralympic Games. The blueprint for the London Olympic Games is based on rapid transport, connections and on sports facilities. The City of London will develop a new Olympic Park. The village will include the main athletic stadiums as well as the press centre.
Although today the weather gave us a respite, tomorrow the situation is getting worse again. Another storm is entering from the northwest of the country, and today Galicia will start to feel the strong wind and the intense raining. Tomorrow the low pressure will move through the country, causing an important drop in temperatures. The sun will not appear until the weekend, when an anticyclone will enter from the Sahara. So take your umbrella with you and do not forget your scarf.
Thank you for watching our news bulletin. We will be here tomorrow at the same time. Until then. Welcome to Cinemagazine. The Exchange is the new film of Clint Eastwood, which is protagonized by Angelina Jolie. Apart from her, the cast is formed by John Malkovich, Jeffrey Donovan and Dennis O'Hare.
The Exchange is the story of a woman who sued the LA Police Department. Her son was kidnapped and the police returned her another boy. She finishes in a mental hospital due to the police corruption. Critics think the Exchange is a possible candidate to win the Oscar.
In Spain, the release of the film will take place on the 19th of December. See you tomorrow here in Cinemagazine.